comes to that C2C, giving those call to actions for people to comment, you want to make sure that they're easy to do. You know, like if you throw out that complex question, people don't know really how to quickly answer it, they might not answer it. So do a C2C, and if you have about a 20-minute broadcast, I would try to give about 5 to 7 calls to comment. Yes, because comments are that powerful. So maybe you get done with a certain point and you say, can you relate to that? Or have you had an experience like that? Or maybe give people a question between A and B. Which do you prefer? Do you like to do it this way or that way? Let me know in the comments. Those continuous calls to comment are going to help your video get more reach. And keep this in mind, that you're always speaking, as we said, to the rebroadcast audience as well. And so the language I like to use is I say, hey, if you're watching live, or even if you're on the rebroadcast, let me know where you're watching from in the comments. I jump on here even after the live broadcast is done and engage with people. So definitely make sure to leave a comment. Tip number 6 is the content itself. So we've gone through all these steps. These are best practices, and these are going to help blast your broadcast. Now you get into the content. The biggest thing here is what I like to do is do all my kind of greetings and interruptions. You know, on Facebook Live, it's powerful to say, you know, hey Lisa, hey Sam, thanks for being here. But I like to do that at the beginning and the end. But once it comes to the content, and I get into that content, I want to just deliver that content all the way through. And so whatever it is, maybe you have 3 points, maybe you have 5 points, maybe it's a tutorial and you're actually just using your Facebook Live and you're showing somebody how to do something. Get into the content and keep in mind just the basic principles of successful content. Make sure it adds value. You know, make sure that it's concise, make sure it's strong, it's actionable. Just deliver good value around that title, which is basically your promise of what people can expect in the live broadcast. I also read a stat recently that said the ideal length for a Facebook Live is right around 18 minutes. And so that kind of gives you a benchmark of targeting how long should your broadcast be. There should be plenty of time in there to do all the intro stuff, do a little bit of engagement with people that are there live, deliver all your content, and then even have some time at the end as well. Tip number 7 is your call to action. At the end of every single Facebook Live, you should know ahead of time what is it that you want the viewers to do. And so this could be something as simple as, hey, join me next week because I'm going to be doing these Facebook Lives. Same day, same time, meet me here, and really letting people know about that. It could be, hey, and if you want to learn more about this, I have a free download. You can join our newsletter, our email list to get our meal prep guides for free. It could be something like that. You could do something like, check out our YouTube channel. You know, on Facebook Live, we're doing more interactive Q&A content like this, but we're also posting weekly videos to YouTube, so definitely check that out. It could be something like just a question. So, hey, thanks so much for watching this broadcast, and if you will, let me know what kind of topics would you want me to cover in future broadcasts. Post those in the comments below. But whatever you do, make sure to give a call to action. Don't waste that opportunity to always really strategically think about what do you want your audience to do next that is most relevant for building your brand online overall. And tip number 8 is Q&A. Now this is an optional tip and it's kind of a bonus thing. You could just end your broadcast, and depending on if you're really starting from scratch, and you might literally have broadcast the entire time, that's okay because there's some other things you can do. Remember, it's not just live, it's the rebroadcast that it can be really powerful. But you could just skip Q&A because if nobody's on there, it's going to be hard to answer questions, or it's something that you could take some time to do. So this is totally optional, but it's a tip that you could include after everything is done. But hang on just a second, don't go anywhere, because once your Facebook live stream is over, there's still a few power tips that you can do. The first is you can actually change the thumbnail of your Facebook Live. A lot of people don't know this. And so you can select through 10 different thumbnail options, or you can upload a thumbnail. So you can imagine, just like YouTube, a custom thumbnail could be very powerful. Now, one thing I recommend is the same principles don't really apply in making it too fancy and too graphically busy. I would recommend maybe just taking a photo on your phone that looks similar to the Facebook Live, but it's maybe a better, slightly tweaked, maybe a little graphics. Just don't overdo it because you want to stay native to how the platform looks. Number two, you can also change the title and the copy afterwards. So sometimes when you're filling out the title, you could write live now and then deliver on, 5 biggest tips on insert your niche or whatever it is. Afterwards, you can actually delete that. You can change the copy around. You can include a link in the copy of your Facebook, where the text goes. There's a lot of tweaks you can do. So definitely go in afterwards and you can change some of those things to optimize your video for rebroadcast. And then the third thing you can do here is you can boost your broadcast with Facebook ads. And so one of the greatest opportunities for getting greater reach with your brand right now is Facebook ads in general. Incredibly powerful, and a lot of times you can get video views for less than 1 cent per view. So if you're starting from scratch, here's an idea. Start a weekly Facebook Live show. Every week, show up with value, show up with content, go through these tips, deliver value to your audience. And then, even if you only have $5 or $10, that's a great way to start boosting your reach to targeting your ideal audience. That's a conversation for a whole other video as far as how to do Facebook ads. There's tons of information online. You can just Google it. And you can start boosting your reach and growth hacking your way into meeting new people and getting exposure to what you're doing. Even for just $5 or $10 a week. And week after week, not only are you going to build momentum as your audience realizes you're there, but you also can be reaching new people through targeting people with Facebook ads. Incredibly powerful strategy that you can stack and build momentum. Also, you can share your live show every week. Show up with value, show up with content, go through these tips, deliver value to your audience. And then, even if you only have $5 or $10, that's a great way to start boosting your reach to targeting your ideal audience. That's a conversation for a whole other video as far as how to do Facebook ads. There's tons of information online. And you can start boosting your reach in a conversation in a whole way. It's only the Facebook ads. Getting exposure to what you're doing. And you can start just $5 or $10 a week. And we have to be probably using it. There's audience realizes you're there. And you'll also be reaching new people and targeting Facebook ads. Incredibly powerful strategy that you can stack and build momentum. Also, you can share.
Ja, even kijken. Hoor je dan nu de ventilator? Of is er wat anders aan de hand? Ja, even kijken. Hoor je dan nu de ventilator? Of is er wat anders aan de hand? Ja, even kijken. Hoor je dan nu de ventilator? Of is er wat anders aan de hand?